The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And off we go here in Baltimore. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. He's going to air one out right away. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll be 3rd down. Play action now. Jackson going up top and looking for Flowers.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and drop before he can get a return going. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing right away is Allen. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, make the play another down.
And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
He'll run again. He'll get a dozen out of that one. Scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in balance.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. To throw again, it's Allen. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
makes an emphasis on winning first down. But as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Line of scrimmage with 3. Third and goal. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Oh, he's hit behind the line. The ball is out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle for another crack at it. Thanks to some quick thinking and good hustle from one of his own guys.
And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Now the first carry for King Henry. He's got it to the 14-yard line.
A nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. Through the middle of the field. He may go. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 86 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Allen to throw. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Would have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. Throwing is Allen. Again, working deep downfield. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat, and he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick six for touchdown. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick six.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Brandon Stevens there to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's going to run it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop at just over a minute remaining in this first half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll take off again. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
There he goes again. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. He's going to tuck it and go. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Hardy now with the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. On play action, here's Jackson. Into space at the 45. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical.
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Second down. Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up third down.
I'll tell you what, Mike. Considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot on this one.
And he will go all the way. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw is Allen. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That is brought in. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Now Allen on first down. On throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up second down.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run. This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline, Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop it behind the line again.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Third and long. The play clock down to 0. And this, not the best of sequences. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That is where you don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down. A run up the middle with Cook. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. Bills down 2nd and 4. Slot receiver, headed right. So now they'll throw it with Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Bills first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, quick underneath completion, and then
pylon, he's in. Josh Allen, touchdown, Bills. That is his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. It was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On play action, he'll set up the foot, and he's going to be taken down. A sack on what likely will wrap up play in this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now, faking the give, going up top, and looking for flowers.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
4th down, Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he's going to have the Ravens first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jackson up top again. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive. Try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Taking off. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. It was stopped anyway as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. So out comes a guy who's been here before. Big spot for Justin Tucker. This to make it a 2-possession lead. That ball started left, and it's off the upright, and no good. And they will not be able to make this a 2-possession game. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Now it's Allen. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. A pickup of 21 on that connection. First down, Buffalo. Now Allen. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. When it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. The possession, it just makes things that much harder.
Give hit 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. He's going to keep it himself.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Here's Allen to throw. He runs with it.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the 1st down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. That one good for 29. Here's 1st down. Allen will throw. He keeps it himself. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. 15 yards to pick up. Good for a 1st down. Here is 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. That scored too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Ravens. It was a closely fought affair, but they're able to survive, and they eke out a 1-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EASports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.